and now exceeds that here in the United States. It was one of those technologies that frequently happens in Japan, is that it may take a while for the change to set in, but once Japan decides to adopt something or to change, it happens very, very quickly. So Japan was behind the U.S. in high-speed internet penetration earlier in this century, at the beginning of the century, and has now jumped past the U.S. And that's happened as well in Korea. The numbers are extraordinarily high in South Korea as well.
There are also a lot of cases now where it's the reverse, where a few years ago, I forget which Japanese car company was, actually commissioned the artist of Dragon Ball, Dr. Slump, Akira Toriyama, to design a car that was actually produced. And I don't know how much the model cost, and I can't remember what it's called, but that it's working in reverse now too, where, you know, until now products were designed based on what people may have seen. Here in America they say based on Star Trek, in Japan you can say based on anime and manga, but now you actually have artists who are creating actual objects at the request of the manufacturer.
You just mentioned the robot that takes care of the elderly. There's an anime about it.
Rojin Z.
Rojin Z.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, I just wanted to add to the whole robotics thing that I have seen design and illustrations for like Macross, the planes and all of that. And they're so detailed. They're actually designed in a way that they thought into it, so they're actually working machines. So I think it's just a matter of time before they take it a little more seriously and find a budget and actually create it. And I think I've seen it online. I don't know how true it is, but I've seen them trying to put together like a real life manga. I guess it depends how much money they can get to make it. But I do believe that the illustrators did create it in a way that functioning design.
I've heard that most of you know about Disney and Fleischer, but I wonder, anybody, I haven't heard the name of R. Crumb. It was probably one of the most social, politically important movements in cartooning. And I would like to know whether you know about it, whether it has influenced you, and what basically is your political stance here. I know what your visual is. I know how it has developed, but I don't understand the political sense of
Of course, I have heard of Crumb. I saw his documentary and went to his exhibit. Haven't met him personally. I know where he lives. I think he is a great artist. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but the way he portrays people are just more real than actual model. Like it feels like I actually seen the person when I see R. Crumb's work. He's amazing draftsman, and the way he draws, like he breathes, he draws constantly and so naturally, and he's absolutely no doubt he's a master of, and his underground comic movement when nobody was drawing like he did. It's absolutely how it still is continuing as it turned into in 80s alternative comic movement. To now, all the comic personnel I've seen in independent comic scene now have their own book, and still they're doing their own stories. None of them draws like R. Crumb, sadly. I think yes, American Masters have still their strong influence till today, I believe. Political stance is, manga is a medium, just as any others, like movies or novels, any other things, music, and medium cannot really have political